Yo guys, it's Beast, back with some more beastly content. Today I wanted to show you the best in-game Stardust source farms. So, people like to talk about the furnaces. They like to talk about the furnaces and using like mixed fuel and, what is it again? Oh yeah, a bunch of Stardust source ore, which you're gonna have to go mine over and over and over. They like to recommend that, but no one ever talks about the Stardust water pump Memetic specialization. So while this is a Memetic specialization, there are a lot of levels that will actually drop this. As a matter of fact, this Memetic specialization can actually be unlocked from the 20, 25, 30, and 35 Memetic specialization slots. So every single phase of the season, if you complete the proper number of seasonal goals, you're able to be getting a Memetic cleanser, one per week. So you can try on any of your 20, 25, 30, or 35 slots and try and get the Stardust water pump Memetic. So I wanted to show you this, and I wanted to show you a really nice setup I have for this that makes it where it's pretty much a passive Stardust farm for me, guys. And I know it requires you to craft storage batteries, which makes you go, how is it a passive farm, Gotcha Beast? It doesn't make any sense. You gotta go get the materials to craft the items, right? No, you don't. And I will show you guys in this video why this Memetic specialization is a must get. If you ever see it when you're rolling for your Memetic specializations, when you're picking your specializations, take it. It's amazing, guys. So let's get on into this. First things first, a storage battery. So let's go ahead and go over this. So one storage battery is 80 Stardust source. So if you have 6 pumps and you place down 6 storage batteries, 1 in each pump, that's 80 times 6. I do believe it's like a good 500 or something like that. 80 times 5 would be 800, so 890 I'm thinking for 6 batteries. And as you can see, we're just gonna make 18 with what we had. So our only limiting factor is the electronic parts. Now, farming Wishland and any of the other areas do drop electronic parts. Wishland's pretty good for electronic parts. There is an unlimited way of farming electronic parts that's a lot quicker, that'll give you like up to, I'm thinking 40, but you'd have to be doing a specific monolith that is not very farmable due to the fact that the mechanics force you to play for a specific period of time. So the other passive part of this I have set up is I have a polluted acid set up here, where I just brew polluted acid. I'm also going to be growing the contaminated plants in a little bit more bulk now. As you can see, I have 30 on me and 68 from the aloe vera. We'll be doing a video over that soon, actually. We're going to be going over and we're going to plant in each silo the same exact number of seeds with yield boosts. They're going to be all yield boosted. And we're going to see which of them have, first we'll see the yields for each. So we'll see which one's yielding what. And then we'll also take that and we'll divide it by the number it requires for it to be turned into one acid and see which one actually produces the most acid. But here we go, the Digby setup here. So you don't have to have as many Digby's as me, because you might not be able to. If you're not playing in a shared base, then you might not be able to. When you're playing in a shared base, people need to specialize on specific things on their side of the base. So that's how this base is set up. You see what's going on here. As you can see there, that was a good 3,000 or 4,000 iron just from the daily login, guys. So all I have to do is walk over to my furnace, throw them in the smelter, and have a good 400 or 500, 600 steel plates ready to go for the battery. So I don't have to worry about the steel plates. And then that's where we get on to these guys. So every single time I collect these guys, and I think I have them decently leveled up. A lot of them are really good. I mean, I have a ton of these things. I need to go through and actually make sure I have the highest level ones put on there. Once again, yours doesn't have to be as big as mine, and it won't be able to be if you are a single player base and you're not a multiplayer or a group base like I am. But as you can see, 228 rubber right there, guys, from the paper dolls. So paper dolls are farmable everywhere. I have videos covering, I think, where to get like all the deviations in phase 1, and those are one of them. I'll just go ahead and link that down below now, if you do need to know where to get a paper doll or the Digby's, because it did mention both Digby's and the paper dolls. But as you can see here, steel ingots right here, and we literally had some waiting from like yesterday, because I have a ton of steel plates anyway. I don't really need them coming in passive like this daily, but at the same time I do, because I have a very large like spend of it being the storage batteries. And we're going to be getting on into where actually to get the electronic parts. Once again, you can go farm Wishland, you can go farm all the other farmable routes. I have a video down below for like the best place for thermal tower materials, which basically just means the best place for high-end level materials. So you just need to go check that out down below if you have not seen that video yet. Some of you probably have. So yeah, the next thing I really want to get on into, I think we're going to get on into it now, is going to be the electronic parts, actually. And I'm thinking that's what we're getting on to now. I'm not 100% sure what we were doing here. Okay, yeah, so here we go. Let's get on to this. So, monoliths, guys. Every single Monolith boss is infinitely repeatable. It will cost you a controller. You don't have to use controllers, but it will be giving you electronic parts, a lower amount of electronic parts. So, the first one you can actually do is the Tundra Monolith. It's a level 19 Monolith. It's the Secret Servitor Monolith. I'm not sure which one of these is actually best. I'm going to let you guys decide on that. Technically, you could try this on hard. I want to try this on hard and see how bad it is, because if it's not hard on hard and I can really rush through a hard run through it just like I can do on the normal run, which I'm thinking maybe we could probably be able to, because it doesn't really seem like there's any phase where it doesn't allow you to damage the boss. It just seems like it's a quick melt boss here, as you can see here though. But as previous seasons and as always, monoliths drop like a large number of electronic parts from the boss. It's like 20, 30, 40. Depends on the level of the monolith. The highest level we have is level 40, which is going to be the Forsaken Giant. The reason why I'm not saying to actually go farm the Forsaken Giant, though, is actually the time it takes to kill the boss. So, the time it takes to kill the boss is the amount of time you actually have to dedicate to it. So, like, as you can see right here, if you wanted 10 of the storage batteries, that would be 10 times 80. So, it'd be 800, so pretty good. 800 Stardust, really easy. It would take you running this 10 times pretty much. Well, really, I think you could run it 8 times, maybe something like that, because it is giving 12. I don't know the exact number, but it'd probably only be like 10 runs. And as you can see there, that was a really quick run there, guys. So there is the Forsaken Giant, like I said, and you could go do it, but it is a time gated like boss. All the phases, like, you can't do over a certain amount of damage every single phase, so it's not really a boss you can nuke and rush, but it is probably the best one to farm whenever like you're actually after good stuff. Though I will say each of these monolith bosses have specific weapon mod drops, so depending on your build you may want to choose one of them so that you can go ahead and farm your weapon mods. I already have my burn weapon mods. I think I even have some Frost Vortex weapon mods, so when Phase 4 drops, we will be seeing about that Frost gun finally, and it should be good, guys. So, we're actually just gonna go ahead and show you how quickly the normal run of Tree Land is. Once again, you could be trying to do these on hard. They will be dropping more electronic parts on the hard difficulty. However, if you try hard and it makes it inconvenient as a farm, and it's so much quicker doing the normal run, then why not just do the normal run? I would almost just recommend doing Tree Ant, honestly, guys. But once again, Forsaken Giant will technically drop more. Also, you could be doing hard mode, which, I don't know, it's weird. I don't really like the other things too much. I don't think it's, like, I don't know, it's an interesting system, but once again, I just like when it comes to, like, a farm for me, I like to be able to do something that, like, I can speed run, not something that's going to take me 3 minutes to clear and only for like 10 more runs. So that's why like I only usually do the normal ones when I'm doing this type of farm, where I'm just trying to get the electronic parts farmed up. Once again, I think this guy drops 20, so 5 runs of Tree Ant and you would have 800 electronic parts. That would be 10 storage batteries. That is 800 Stardust per 5 runs of this thing, guys. Literally takes like a minute, 30 seconds, something like that, to do Tree Ant over and over, guys. I mean, you can just keep running it over and over. You can keep running any of the monoliths over and over like this, guys. Once again, I think Tree Ant is probably my go-to from now on. I think we're going to try the hard mode Secret Servitor, and if it drops a large amount of electronic parts, if the electronic parts drop doesn't go up, though. Let's see, it's 18 from this one. Once again, like, this is the second best monolith you can challenge, and only 18 electronic parts. Previous seasons, it was a lot nicer. As you can see, we made 4 more just because, we're not really after Stardust. I have a ton of Stardust, guys. But if I needed to make a bunch of Stardust, it'd be very easy. I'd just go farm Tree Ant or maybe try Secret Servitor on hard mode. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and put these in here. I want to show you the amount of time it actually takes to make it. It's actually only 5 minutes per battery. And the reason why you want to be making more than one of the water pumps is because of that factor. So, as you can see, I could put all 18 of those in one slot. I'm not sure the max stack of the battery input. That's my one thing. It'd be a nice feat to do, is to get the 4 times 6 pumps, full stacks of storage batteries, throw them in the pumps, and then never ever worry about Stardust again, and then just harvest it when you needed it. Use it like a Stardust dispenser. I mean, these things are OP. Literally, if you filled all 4 of the slots up, 4 times... So you'd have 4 different outputs, so it'd be 4 times 8 every single 5 minutes. And then that would be... Or 4 times 80, I mean, every single 5 minutes. And then that would be multiplied by 6. But right now, it's just 6 times 80. For my setup. If I had 10 of these, it'd be 10 times 80, which would mean 800 just for, you know, 10, like I said earlier. I usually just like to like stack them up. I did 3 in there, so that means in 15 minutes I'll be able to collect like 2,000 Stardust Source or something like that. So really, really, really easy way of getting Stardust Source. I am not kidding, guys. This is literally the best way of doing Stardust Source farming. Like, if you think that going out and farming the ores and farming up the mixed fuel, which usually either requires like an acid farm that's converting the mixed fuel, or maybe technically the tar pudding is viable this season. The tar pudding you could be using, and it would be giving you some mixed fuel as well. But this isn't a mixed fuel farm. This is just a Stardust Source farm, and you can just keep your mixed fuel and not have to farm mixed fuel, because who wants to farm mixed fuel? There's so many other things I really need to get farmed up every single day in the game that I'm really not wanting to have to worry about mixed fuel. Even if I have a facility growing mixed fuel, I still don't care. I might start doing the barreled fuel and start up a refinery just so that I have a ton of mixed fuel, but I'm never going to be using it for Stardust. Every single time I can get the Stardust water pump Memetic, which once again, it's levels 20, 25, 30, 35, and I think that's it. I don't think it goes to 40. Let me go double check real quickly. Yeah, it's just 20 through 35 of those Memetic specialization slots, guys. Like I said, but as you can see here, we're collecting our Stardust Source now. Absolutely loving it. I'm telling you guys, my base is the best base I've seen. When it comes to like having everything you need. There's just like 8,000 polluted acid just sitting over there every single day. I get a full storage container of purified water to run through my full crop facility, which is, you know, my base, and then my wife's side of the base, which makes just one big base for me, so I have more places to plant crops. And then we have this here. So as you can see, I'm just going to go ahead and throw a calibration blueprint on my shotgun. I actually haven't even done one yet, so my like showcase over that gun is without calibration blueprint on. And then we were going to throw one on this, but I need to go get more platinum crystals. I think I actually have some that are in the other side, but I do believe this is about the end of the video. Go ahead and leave a like on it if you did enjoy it, and keep it beast mode.